Many newspapers are closing their comments section. I wonder why. Hi, thanks for watching. Today, I want to talk about something that's local, that concerns me. I live here in Portland, Oregon, and our local paper, the Oregonian, that's how you say someone from Oregon is an Oregonian, but the Oregonian has decided to close the comment section of their online site, which is oregonlive.com. And it's really interesting the reason that they give, and we'll get to the article in just a second. But we have seen this happen to many news sites over the last few years. They're just doing away with comment sections altogether. And I don't think that that's a good development. But let's get to the story. Okay, here we are. Oregon Live comments. Questions and answers about our decision to eliminate them. When is Oregon Live eliminating comments? Comments in their current form will be shut down at 6 a.m. Tuesday, January 2nd. Now, why is Oregon Live eliminating comments? And they respond, the ability to comment on stories dates back more than a decade, well before the explosive growth of social media and before newsrooms were accessible through many other means. Also, some commenters created a toxic atmosphere engaging in personal attacks and other undesirable behavior. So the next question is, so this means you don't value hearing from readers? And their answer is not at all. We engage with readers every day, and we're constantly looking for new ways to hear and share the diversity of voices across Oregon. We have built strong communities on social platforms, and readers inform our journalism daily through letters to the editor and through calls and emails to reporters and editors. We encourage readers to reach out to us, and our contact information is available at Oregon Live. Now, they ask if this changes because the moderators can't keep up, and they say no, that's not the case. But even if someone doesn't comment, they might like to read the comments, right? And they claim that actually few registered users of Oregon Live read the comments. We've heard the result is that the general tone and tenor of the comments. It says, doesn't this affect most of your audience on Oregon Live? And they actually claim no. Very few readers comment regularly. Out of an average of 7.5 million monthly unique users, under 4,000 commented in the month of November. Across all of Advanced local news sites, just 2,340 commenters drive more than 60% of the comments. And they say, what do you do if you see an error in the story? Click the byline and send them an email. Isn't Oregon Live going to be an outlier because so many sites allow comments? And they respond with, the trend over the past few years is for news sites to eliminate comments for the reasons we've outlined. And they ask, is this an attempt to silence the right or the left? They say, no, this decision is not a decision based on politics, and it is not something we took lightly, especially with big elections coming in 2020. We'll make every effort to include our audience in our election coverage, blah, blah, blah. And what happens to all the comments of the old posts? They will be removed from the website. Would you reconsider this decision to eliminate comments? Their answer is, we believe this is the best decision to improve the quality of engagement on Oregon Live at this time and do not anticipate reinstating comments in their current form. Well, those are some interesting reasons. And while I can't read the minds of the people running Oregon Live, I don't believe them. I just don't. I find it really hard to believe that people don't read the comments. When you go to Oregon Live, or when you went to it in the past, it wouldn't even show the comments unless you clicked on Show Me the Comments. So if anyone has a problem with it being toxic or whatever, you just don't click on the comments. But I have found that the comments were a great thing to read. Often people would point out where the article was wrong. People would fact check their articles and post corrections to them. And I think that may have a little something to do with it. Now, just out of curiosity, I did go back and look at some articles that were posted over the past year, and I didn't find these toxic comments that they were talking about. Now, maybe they've all been removed, but if they've been removed, why do we need to get rid of them? Doesn't make any sense. And they say if there's a correction that needs to be made, you can contact the author via email. Well, I've done that. I have contacted authors of pieces in the Oregonian on oregonlive.com. I've sent emails explaining what they did is factually incorrect. I gave them information where they could look to find the correct information, and I was never responded to. I never got an email saying thanks for the tip or anything, even acknowledging that they received the email. Nothing. And I suspect now that they take away the comment section, I don't think that's going to change one bit. But we can we can speculate as to why they're really getting rid of the comment section. Because I don't believe that the reason that they're doing this is that it was too toxic. Now, if there were issues with it, they could do things to get rid of it. I know that with Oregon Live, you actually had to sign up for an account. They would not allow anonymous postings on their website anyway. So that's not true. And if there were a problem with any specific account, they could close that account. Now, yes, they could sign up for another account, but it looked like they had things in place to really make it a productive thing. Now, if they're saying that this is a money-saving issue, I'm sure that they could have ads on the comment section. Maybe even before submitting a comment, they could, send an ad to you. You could have to watch a 15-second or a 30-second ad before you were allowed to submit a comment. There's lots of things that they could do so that the comment section would not be a money loser. So I don't believe that that is it either. I believe that it has to do with this upcoming election. You see, often when things are posted that are incorrect, when you click on the comment section, you will see people correcting them. And I think that's embarrassing to the writers and to the paper. This is a way to get rid of the evidence. But who knows? Who knows why they're doing it? But one thing that I do want to say is I appreciate your comments on my videos. The comments that I get, I understand most people don't leave comments, and that's cool. Most people probably don't read the comments, and that's okay as well. But to the people that do, I really do appreciate them. I make mistakes all the time. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. In fact, the last video, I made a mistake. I said that bodybuilders use soy protein. Well, that's not true. It's whey protein is the main protein in protein powders. I got that totally wrong. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have. I had someone sitting on the top of my refrigerator. But yeah, I made an error, and a number of people corrected me in the comments, and I thank you for doing that. People have given me tips on all kinds of stories in the comments, and so I really appreciate comments. I think it makes the entire experience better. But maybe that's the difference between me and the Oregonian, because I would like the experience to be better for me and you. And that's why my comments are always open. The Oregonian is doing away with their comments because they don't want people to comment on the work or the biased work that they're doing at their paper. But perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe there's another reason they're getting rid of comments. And if you have an idea, please let me know in this comment section. If you liked this video, you can really, really help me out by clicking the like button and sharing this with someone else. I'd really appreciate it. Peace.